Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tim Anderson, aka Renfill, and today we're going to be following in the epic questline series here in Lord of the Rings Online. I have been recording all of these epic storylines. We've already done the entirety of Book 1, and now we're getting into Book 2, so hopefully you've enjoyed that. If you're new to the channel and you like what you see here today, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you get updates when I go live with future updates or new videos, because we do a little bit of streaming throughout the week. I'm currently playing a lot of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, as well as Lord of the Rings Online, Pillars of Eternity 2, and yes, I sneak in the occasional sports game like NBA 2K21, and I'll be playing MLB, probably 2021 soon, and Cyberpunk 2077, which is coming up here in December. So all that is stuff that you may want to see, so subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon. In the meantime, let's work on Book 2. As we wrapped up the end of Book 1, Strider told us to come north and seek out Cyrodiil, because Cyrodiil might know where we could meet up with Radagast the Brown, who has journeyed east into the Lone Lands, seeking the source of a great evil. So because Strider sent us up here, we're going to help Cyrodiil out and talk to him.
How can I be of service?
I must confess that I do not know where Radagast was bound when he left here, other than eastward into the Lone Lands. I know that he was concerned with lightning, which he saw upon the peak of Weathertop. One of my kinsmen, Candaith, has already journeyed to Weathertop to investigate. Perhaps Radagast has joined him there. If you wish, my horse would bear you to Candaith's camp. Now, back in the day, you actually had to travel all the way to the Lone Lands and then go up from the Forsaken Inn to Candaith. But now, these days, this guy actually has a horse straight to Candaith. Now, it is not a fast travel
How can I be of
horse.
service?
So, this aspect of this quest is going to take several minutes, and you go through the entirety of, let's see here. Basically, you're going to go up through, I think up through far Chetwood, and then down through the Weather Hills, all the way down over here, on the far east of the map, which is right at the border of the Lone Lands. If we click over to the Lone Lands. So Candaith is at the base of Weathertop itself. So it's a long journey. For those of you who are doing this for the first time, this is the perfect moment to take a bio, make some breakfast. It's several minutes, and you'll be safe when you arrive at Candaith's camp. So you don't have to worry about getting attacked or anything else along the way. So, we're going to mute the mic here and let everybody enjoy the beauty of this journey and wait it out until we get to Candaith's camp. We're getting close now. So as you can see, it takes a few minutes. But eventually you do arrive at Candace's camp. If you're a ranger, you can set your campfire here. Hunter, I should say. Not ranger. I always forget. It's called hunter here. He has multiple quests, but first we're going to turn in the foreword for Book 2, Aiding the Order.
Greetings.
Radagast the Brown? I have not seen him, and know not of his passing, but there is a cold and a shadow that has come to these lands of late.
How can I be of service?
Sheridan's words come late to the lone lands. If Radagast the Brown passes into these lands, then perhaps hope is not lost in this place. I have returned only recently from a journey in lands far to the east, lands held firmly in the grip of evil. When I returned from that journey, I learned to my dismay that evil does not stir in the east alone. Goblins now roam to the south, while their larger and more ferocious cousins among the Orcs spread through the weathered hills like a festering plague. I must find the main body of Orcs. If you will assist me in driving back the enemy in these hills, I will begin my search for Radagast the Brown. What say you? And you might as well pick up the other 2 quests he has, which I'm not going to bother reading because they're fetch quests and kill quests. But you do need to take care of some bad guys here. So our epic quest here is to... He'll offer to help you in exchange for aid against the Orcs in the Weather Hills. And then while we're at it, we also need to kill birds. So... You, sir, I don't want. Alright. Oh, Forsaken and Forlorn, we don't need to track because that's running down to the Forsaken Inn, which we'll be doing later. Alright. Plenty of orcs here. Alright, I need a few more ranged orcs, which there are a few down in this camp. Let's see if we can strategically pull... Nope, attack that one, please. To come. Alright, we need one more ranged and a couple more right there. It looks like they're respawning. Alright, both of those quests are done. We can go turn in to Candace. Oh, no, we need one more ranged orc. Sorry about that. And none of those are ranged. There's one right there. Okay, now we can ride back to Candace. And tell him we have completed your task. We have sought out the orcs. Now please, tell us where Radagast is.
What do you need?
I
How can I
thank
be
you,
of service?
Telemar, but my thanks are tempered with concern. I have never seen a force of orcs like this in Eriador before today, organized, well provisioned. They hold an encampment and an outlet within the Midwater Pass and bear a strange charge on their banners and shields, one that I have not seen before. Their numbers at this camp are great, but the day may come when we can drive them howling from the Lonelands. Not today, I fear, but perhaps not so far off. There is another matter that demands our attention, an urgent matter. We will see to the destruction of their camp in the Midwater Pass later.
What do you need?
As I began my search for Radagast near the Midwater Pass, I witnessed an Orc Messenger depart in great haste. Quickly I followed, trailing him eastward along the shoulder of the hills and then south, but my search was interrupted. I could follow no further, for foul cravines circled above, and to be discovered would do greater injury to our work here than I can permit. Once again, I must call upon your aid. The messenger likely carries with him orders to the outlying camps. If you can interrupt the messenger, we may learn the nature of these orders. So armed, we will be better equipped to deal with the orc threat. Search among the orc camps in Glumhollow to the west, and return to me with the orders the messenger surely possesses. I will seek sign of Radagast's passage elsewhere. There he is right there. I got lucky. He's not always where you want him to be. But he does respawn frequently, so. That was a quickie.
Greetings.
These orders are written in the Black speech, Telemar, a tongue I have never desired to learn. I should have been prepared for this, but I hoped that we would learn something useful immediately. While you were seeking these orders, I followed signs of Radagast throughout the hills. I was not alone in this pursuit, as a patrol of orcs soon happened upon my location. I was forced to break off my pursuit, and I lost my bow as I evaded the orcs beneath the eaves of the woods. It was a close thing, Telemar, a close encounter that yielded insight into the orcs' leadership. Alright. Before we go on to the next section of this quest, we're going to call it here so that I can break up the chapters into manageable chunks. We're about 20 minutes in for the first two books of Volume 1, Book 2, Chapters 1 and 2. So stick around, tune into the next episode where we will be covering Book 2, Chapter 3, and probably Chapter 4 as well.